Hey everyone, Fire Princess here. Welcome back to Let's Play with Fire. In case you didn't see my Sims 2 Medieval Charter Challenge, I have passed my test, so I'm all done with that. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Videos are coming back to the channel with the weekly releases. Fridays for Sims 3, Sims 2 is on Wednesdays. So let's go ahead and just get started with the videos again. Today we are doing the Ye Olde Royal Kingdom Challenge in the neighborhood Praven, which is an amazing world, by the way. If you haven't seen it yet, be prepared to love the town because holy cow, there was a lot of effort put into this and it looks great. Meet Arnald Mauntell. He is our local werewolf of Praven. Some of his traits here: he's a supernatural fan, flirty, rebellious, a night owl, and frugal. That night owl is gonna come in handy because he is in fact a criminal. He prowls the nights as a werewolf and breaks into houses thanks to a new mod on Mod The Sims. Or new to me right now, but definitely check that one out because we are going to test that today in this episode. As far as relationships, he works with Skip Broke, so they're both the local criminals around town. He is dating Clarice, who you'll remember from our last episode. I know it was a little bit ago, but she is his girlfriend and the local witch. As far as one true hobby goes, Arnold Mauntell is really into fitness and he enjoys swimming. Arnold's house is just this little tiny thing here. It's not much to it, but it's big enough for him. Since he is a peasant, he does start with the 500 simoleons, so not too much in his bank, but he is a level 2 cut purse, and we are probably gonna go and swipe some things around town. As far as his house, we have just the one bedroom here with his bed and a place to sit and eat, a place to make his food and breakfast, which we actually need to go get some food for him. The bathroom and the kitchen are outside in the smaller section, kind of more like a storage area and outhouse combined. So, you know, keep your food where your commode is. Perfect. I'm gonna have Arnold here go ahead and collect some water. This is the water mod that we've been using throughout this Praven Let's Play. And then he actually needs to run some errands, get some groceries, that kind of stuff. But we're gonna meet him over at the bathhouse so he can get some of his swimming in. He needs an athletic point for his job, so might as well get him working on that. We probably are gonna have to wait till he's back from work to go do that, but we'll meet him there. Look who just made it to Thug. He is earning a little bit more money here, $8 per hour, you know, really rolling in the dough. Well, we definitely gotta hit up the bathhouse swimming pool then, if we're gonna be any sort of strong muscle for the organization. Here we are at the bathhouse. Looks like Olde's already hanging out here. Okay, hi. He actually wants to get an athletic skill, so this is perfect. We should be able to get some fun up too. He's getting kind of stressed after his work day. Oh, hello, Herb. Herb is, you know what? He's using the bathhouse appropriately. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Arnold almost has his body point here, but I'm kind of worried because he might transition to his werewolf form soon. I can't remember what time they do that, so I'm kind of worried. If you remember, Praven, it's outlawed to be a supernatural within the city, and it's, you know, sentenced by death if anyone catches him. So we're not gonna risk that, and we're just gonna go. I know he's having some fun here with John and Jennifer, and they're all having contests and whatnot, but yeah, I don't want to risk his life to be at the bathhouse. This round's Ross random occurrence scenario is actually the Golden Age random occurrence scenario is what we rolled. And if you remember from my Sims 3 series, we do the random occurrence scenario once every 4 rounds instead of every round with the Sims 2 challenge. But this challenge only needs it once every 4 rounds. Anyway, the Golden Age allows the household to buy an item that will help with their skilling. And since he does need athletic for his job, I want to make sure that we get him something that makes sense. We are going to get him this little exercise treadmill. I believe I got this from Blackie Zoo Sims. So if you look there, they do have some really cool stuff that blends in a little bit more for a medieval style game. So this is a treadmill, but it's just a pile of logs. So it's great. Let's test it out. Sweet, he got his first point using the little treadmill here. I love it. I'm so surprised that the logs even move because I just thought they would be static. Look at this adorable little thing. He's a little stray dog. Maybe we should say hi. We are a werewolf after all. He's like, I know you're a werewolf. I just had Arnold here fishing because he is a frugal sim, and I feel like he would try and catch his own fish and grow his own crops to an extent so that we aren't spending money on that kind of thing. Peasants can adopt strays by becoming friends with them. Oh no, he left. Dang it. That's the only way we can adopt a pet as a peasant, is we have to make friends with them first and adopt them that way. I did a little bit of reading on the Sims 3 werewolves, and apparently they're not like the Sims 2 ones, where the Sims 2 at like 6, they all transition to a werewolf at night. But in the Sims 3, you have to wait actually for a full moon, so he has to be especially careful around the city during the full moon. But when it's just him out and about at night, he doesn't like have to worry about becoming a werewolf around other people at night. So he has a little bit more access to the city in the evenings than I thought he would, which is actually really good because if we're gonna be testing out this break-in mod, we're gonna need to prowl around the city at night. Arnold's just made his way to the Golden Flask Inn. That is the local seedy joint of Praven. He sent word for Skip Broke to meet him here, and it's quite fitting that they're out here in the back talking to each other while no one else is around, because they're not talking about good things. Look at this. Skip is already talking about burglaring. He knows. Yeah, like Arnold's like, yes, this is where the treasure's gonna be. We're gonna go break into some houses tonight, maybe find some jewels, maybe find some chests of gold hidden in someone's dresser. Skip is actually a kleptomaniac, if I'm remembering correctly, so he could snag some things while they're out. And you know, Arnold just wants to scratch some furniture. He's kind of easy to please. Of course, he is the thug and the muscle of the two of them, so they're gonna have to wait till the full moon to go out prowling around so that we have some extra strength. I think they are certainly planning it. Like, this is great. They are only talking about criminal activities. Thanks, guys. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. They're ending their little plans with a drink. We've got some life fruit nectar here. These two, I think, are going to be some of my favorites around the city because they're just constantly going to be up to no good. It's Arnold's last day before he has some time off, which actually is perfect because that gives him the night off to do some prowling around. He needs a lot more body points, actually. Look at this. He only has 1 and he needs to be at like, what, 6? This is the lake just right outside his house. It's really super convenient. He's just gonna get some swimming in while he can before work today. Hopefully we can get some more athletic points than he has. Look who just made it to another promotion. Arnold just became a getaway driver. I picture him sitting on a horse just waiting for someone to come out so he can pull them up real fast, throw them on the back of the horse, and just get going. If only he had a horse. Arnold's just prepping a little bit for the sun to go down. I was looking through his relationship panel and I think we have the perfect target, Zephyr Willowcliff. He does not like her at all. They're practically enemies, and I think we could do some damage. Let's meet Skip at the warehouse at Praven docks because Zephyr lives over at the docks. But look at the description here. A suspicious looking warehouse filled with suspicious looking goods waiting to be shipped down the Viruga to the heartlands of the kingdom. It's the suspicion that matters, mate. Oh my goodness. We've got a zombie coming outside the witch hut. Not very medieval. Here he goes. And there we have it. Ooh, what's this? Feral change. Rawr. Sometimes it just can't be helped. The wolf has to come out. Get off of that cell phone. No Skip yet. Luckily, we're just outside the city, so we don't have to worry too much about being caught. Where did Skip go? Ah, here he is. Oh, Skip is a zombie. Oh no, Skip. I think Skip might have to bail on our time tonight. Zombie attack. Anytime now. Anytime. There he is. Oh jeez. Oh no, it canceled. He's like, hi, I'm a zombie right now, but you know. We will have to go on without him then because Skip got chose for the zombie life tonight and he can't show up for our heist. So, looks like Arnold's gonna go in solo. So far, so good with this mod. Break into home. Ha ha ha. Perfect. Willowcliff, stay away. Look at him go. This is quite possibly the coolest mod ever. Come on, Arnold, you can do this. You've got to be close, right? You've got to be. Ah, there we go. Look at him creeping. Alright, he is not a klepto, so we can't really steal anything. Not that there's anything really to steal, but we're gonna do some destroying of furniture. How do we scratch things? I want to destroy things now that we've broken in. I can't. Dang it, our plans are ruined. I wonder if I can only do it on the home lot, maybe? Oh, that's such a bummer. Oh, I guess he did clog her toilet. I suppose that'll do. I did give him a werewolf trait because he was missing that, but I still am not able to actually scratch at anything. But we at least can howl at the moon now. His feral werewolf instincts fill him with a desire to use the cursed bite on other Sims. Ooh, he can start transforming other Sims to the werewolfism. Oh my goodness. Look who is out shopping. I had Arnold get the groceries again because he was out. And both of Thomas and Lucy Gifford were over here. He's actually friends with Thomas Gifford, which is kind of surprising because they're a much higher rank than he is. He's just a peasant, and I believe they're nobles, which is actually kind of interesting because I think that Thomas is the one of the, oh my god, he's flirting with Lucy, stop it. What are you doing? Yeah, she's like, no, my husband. Anyway, I think Thomas was the one that was helping join. He joined in with Skip during all of the rebellion, the peasant rebellion that happened. And he's friends with Arnold and probably Skip, I would think, at this point. So I think Thomas has more of a criminal connection than we originally thought. Now that it's starting to get a little bit later here, I think what we're gonna do is have Arnold hit up another house. He doesn't work tonight. He's not enemies with really anyone else. He is with Lucy, but he's friends with Thomas, so I don't think he'll hit their house, even though he doesn't like Lucy. Let's go for Mortimer, because he knows who Mortimer is. He's aware of who he is anyway. And I think we could hit up his house since he knows that Mortimer has a lot of money. Arnold just showed up to the Goth household here, and they're home. I think it's, we saw Mortimer out and about, so I think it's Bella who's home with the, with their baby, Alexander. Or their toddler, I suppose. So unfortunately, he's a little bit too early because they are home and they're not asleep, would be my guess. I think we're gonna just have him stake out the place for a little while. He'll come and view this fountain for, you know, way too long to be normal. Just hanging out by a fountain for hours. Absolutely no suspicious characters here at all. So the goths are still home, but I think we're gonna try and sneak in. It's like midnight, so maybe they'll be in bed, hopefully, because we're gonna try it and see what happens. Don't mind me, Midnight. I'm just breaking into your family home. Yeah, just walk away. Come on, let's get into the house, see if there's any goodies. Oh no! I had a repair woman come by and she totally busted me. He's like, oh no, they spotted me. I better hightail it out of here for now. Oh shoot, dang it. I'm leaving. Get out of here, go. All right, I think it's about time we have Arnold go and meet Clarice. He's got a cheap dresser there. But we haven't even seen her this whole time, so he needs to go visit her. I think he works later, but we can, oh, maybe not. 1 day and 10 hours for some reason. Well, we are definitely going to meet up with her because, hello, we're almost done with our round and he hasn't even said hi. Here we are, we found Clarice. Yeah, I don't know why, but Arnold likes to run around with his little umbrella, so, you know, I let him do his thing. We are going to chat because he wants to chat. He's all excited to be talking to a witch, too. It's that supernatural fan in him, I think. Now he has no wants in relation to her. Poor Clarice. There we go. Thanks, Clarice. Starting the flirtation. Here, okay, good. He's flirty too, so he's like, yeah, let's continue. Of course, they're just like in this middle of the pond area. when you're a peasant, you can't afford to do fancy things like watch movies. Or plays, I suppose. Ooh, he's kind of getting hungry, actually. I wonder, maybe we'll have her come back home. Dang it doesn't look like it. He can hit go home, but not like go home with. What kind of food places are there around here? Oh yeah, the Blue Flower Inn. We can visit that a lot with Clarice here. Ooh, and the Blue Flower Inn is smoking hot right now. Perfect. Oh boy. Sean Moore, I'm gonna have to update you because, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, she looks a bit better now. She's at least a little more period appropriate. But let's get some food. We'll do a group serving of pizza? No, we don't have a phone. I guess pizza. I know, it's not very period appropriate, but neither is a lot of the food that I have available. I don't know if there's any like default replacement food, or at least like the names for them, you know what I mean? Like Sims 2 has like a whole default replacement for how it looks and the name of it, and helps be a little more immersed in the world, but I haven't noticed any for Sims 3. If you guys have seen any, let me know and leave a comment. You know, as much as Clarice wants to move in with Arnold, he has had no inclination for caring at all about her. Like, he's not rolled and he wants to go on a date with her. He's not cared even on the date. He wanted to chat and that was about it. He's like, all right, I caught up with you. I'm done caring. And even as a flirty sim, he's like barely flirting with her. I'm not too sure that he would be willing to have her move in with him. Plus, that'd be combining 2 of our lines for the challenge, because we basically need 5 generations for each type of... Oh, he was gonna woohoo. Whoops. I accidentally canceled that. Okay, I'm gonna go back and mark that to do that, because I didn't mean to cancel the woohoo. They can woohoo if they want to. Especially since we have risky woohoo. Anyway, so I'm not so sure about combining their lines right now, because then that kind of, I don't know, negates part of the challenge, because now both supernaturals are part of one line. They have had a rocky relationship anyway. If you remember from Clarice's episode, she wanted to woohoo and he didn't end up woohooing with her. He just went to bed. And at another point, he slapped her. So I think their relationship's a little rocky to begin with. It is nice, though, that Arnold is wanting to woohoo with her right now, because he's basically ignored her the whole rest of the time. Oh, wow. And it looks like Arnold here is very, how do I say this? Good in bed. He's only a level 1 of his Kama Simtra, but he has a higher chance of a pleasurable experience for his partner, so there you go, Clarice. I'd say you did well. This stride of pride is always so funny. Oh my gosh, Dawn, now you're coming in here? Dude, not cool. Dawn's like, here, I brought you some water after your excursion. Oh good, they're leaving. I was a little worried there. Dawn in a double bed nearby, and a female is, you know, dangerous combination. Spilling his sorrows, oh wow. He didn't even change out of his underwear, oh my goodness, Arnold. Oh, I guess he doesn't have to go to work. I was like, he's gotta go to work now, but never mind. For some reason, he's off tonight. I'm not sure what happened. Oh no! Oh wait, we're not in the city. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. What the heck? She must have made him mad. He changed without being able to control it. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad we're not in the city right now. That could have been really bad. I think we'll do like a dice roll thing for the city, so that way if he is... like, he changes uncontrollably in the city and has some issues with that, then we have a chance of him being busted and getting caught and all that kind of thing, which is very scary, because we need to get an heir soon for the werewolves if we're gonna have any hope of having a werewolf line for this challenge. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. He wants to give the werewolf curse to someone. Oh, he wants to start a pack of his own. Well, I think if Clarice and he don't work out, then it would probably be whoever he marries outside of that, because if they're a human, he could just convert them to a werewolf, you know what I mean? What do you guys think? How should we do werewolf conversions like that? Because I think that would be really fun to give someone the werewolf curse and pass it around. But I also want it to be some sort of like, I don't know, maybe like a dice roll or a random occurrence scenario added, or I feel like he wouldn't convert someone he's an enemy with because he wants someone to be a part of his pack, would be my thinking. He would have to at least be maybe friends with them, which leaves us Skip or Thomas. Maybe the werewolves can be like the criminals around town and they're like Skip would be part of that werewolf pack because they're friends and they're both criminals. Maybe that's like the stipulation for converting. What do you guys think? Let me know. Holy cow, Arnold's finally getting some wants about Clarice. Let's go ahead and kiss her. I was thinking of ending the date soon, but then he started rolling wants for her, so I'm like, ooh, let's take advantage. It might be just one want, but he's barely wanted her this whole time. Let's get to know her, see if we can learn some traits. She's joking with him because he doesn't know any of her traits. Let's try... Oh, the dip kiss. I love the dip kiss. Oh good, she did enjoy our date. He really needed a pee, so I was like, we need to just have him use the chamber pot over here. Oh good, and he wants to do another date with her. Okay, so I don't think he's ready for the move-in step, but he's at least into her a little more now. While Arnold wakes up here, we're gonna get the tax stuff together. I'm kind of glad that we only owe 200 simoleons for this challenge every week to the royalty, because if this was anything like my medieval charter challenge, we probably wouldn't be able to afford any of our income. So, thank goodness for the smaller tax amount. I know before I was kind of complaining because it was small, but I think our peasants really need it to be small. Anywho, let's do our NRAS process here. So we do NRAS, Master Controller. We want to do basic, transfer money. We're just going to click yes. And then let's find Bartholomew, our king. Here he is, Bartholomew James, and let's give him 200 simoleons. And that about wraps up our time with Arnald Mauntell here. He got his taxes paid, got a date, did some stealing around town. I can't wait to use more of that with some of our other criminals. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all being here. I'm glad to be back. I will see you guys next week.